welcome to Global Gab. This is the show where we recap some of the world's top trending international news headlines. I'm your host, Katerina Kazayas, and yes, I have traveled to over 100 countries international. I'm currently working on my 5th passport, and I've had the opportunity to gab globally with a lot of people. The point of these episodes is to bring some of that globalism back here, and it's a fun place where you can tune in to catch some of your global news and thoughts and gab about what your thoughts are on that news. So we're going to dive right in. The week of November 23rd, massively trending on social media. Are we running the risk of heading into World War III? No joke. Okay, this is coming. This latest question is coming on the heels of the Russian plane that was downed by Turkey the other day. Now, you're probably at home thinking, okay, another Middle Eastern plane went down, some war happening. This is massive because it's not just the potential to be Russia versus Turkey. It has the potential to be Russia versus NATO, aka the rest of the Western world. NATO is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. It's 28 member states, and they have member countries. They have a mantra, and the mantra is, you attack one of our countries, it's as though you're attacking all of us, including the US, Canada, France, England. And so Russia is finding itself in a really interesting position. You've got to know Putin is pissed, right? His military was embarrassed, but he has to tread really carefully because a misstep by Putin will bring an onslaught of Western retaliation, and boom goes the world. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens here. The world is on edge. Political leaders all over the world just following this one. You know there's going to be some sort of economic, at the very least, sanction, retaliation against Turkey by Russia. But we don't know what the next steps are going to be. So really concerned, nervous. Yeah, this one's going to be really interesting to watch, guys. I want to move that over. Next headline. More unrest in that part of the world. Tunisia being the latest source of casualties. ISIS claiming responsibility for a 12-person death by suicide bomber that happened this week in the capital city of Tunis, which is Tunisia's capital city. The suicide bomber targeted a bus carrying presidential guard. This was looked at as a direct attack by ISIS on Tunisia's president. The entire country has been put on curfew. We're talking over 1 million people in Tunis alone, 18 million people in Tunisia. So this is massive for them. There have been 3 such attacks in Tunisia since the beginning of 2015. So you know that they are just getting a lot of this because of their proximity geographically to what's happening on the rest of, the Middle Eastern kerfuffle. Moving on to the next headline, because we do want to leave you on a high note. We're going to talk automated cars. Yes. Automated cars, aka driverless cars, aka the future is here. No joke. As early as January, Ontario is going to be testing automated cars on their streets. So if you're finding yourself up in Canada, you're driving along going, but who's in that car? The person in that car is sitting in the back seat, hanging out on his or her laptop, and being dropped off at work while the car finds its way back to the garage at home. So cool. There is a debate, though, going on between automated car manufacturers and traditional car manufacturers as to which one is safer. We don't know yet. What we can tell you here at Global Gap is that the automated cars apparently are said to have the technology to perform 30 scans per second. You know how you're scanning the rear view mirror, you're scanning the side mirrors, you're shoulder checking. I'm a good driver, but I promise you, I do not scan 30 times a second. So this is going to be really cool. Lots of really cool stuff going on in the world. So I thank you for watching. This is the whole point, is to be able to share and gab with everyone out there. We do want to gab with you, so do take to your favorite social media platform and let us know your thoughts on today's episode. You can find us Global Gab on Twitter at Katerina Kazayas. We're also on Facebook, Global-Gab on Facebook. We look forward to chatting with you. We thank you for being here. We will be back next week. We hope you'll join us. Thank you again, and for now, have a great week. Cheers.